couple months ago, I made a video about The Untethered Soul, which was a beautiful book that I read, and I gave you guys a review of it. This is a little card deck full with all the maybe major ideas from the book. So I'm just kind of I'm going to randomly pull from this today. Take this out. This is the author and his face. Let's just reflect on one of these ideas. I'll let you pick which one you want. Which one? There's a lot of ideas here, a lot of beautiful thoughts. Okay, which one you want? Okay, you said this one. I think you said that one, so we're gonna go with that one. This is Freeing Yourself, and it says, the more you sit in the self, the more you will begin to feel an energy that you have never experienced before. It comes up from behind rather than in front of you, where you experience your mind and emotions. So the biggest thing that the author tries to argue in this book is that we are not our minds or our emotions or our bodies. Who we are at our core is just this observer. And he uses the spirit language. He says we are spirits. There have been different ways to kind of describe who we are at our core. And there's been people that have wrestled with this, especially in the Christian faith. I think we've wrestled with this as we're trying to figure out, are we souls or are we bodies? And when we die and we're resurrected, are we just going to be resurrected bodily or just our souls? So there's a lot of debate here. There's a lot of beauty in wrestling with who we are, like at our core right now. Because I have this body, I'm moving my body, and I can see my body. I have my thoughts, I can see my thoughts. And I have my emotions, I can see, and I can experience my emotions. So because I can experience those things and I can kind of manipulate those things, that kind of gives me an indication that I'm not those things because I can control all of them. Who I am at my core, according to Michael Singer, is the observer, the self, the spirit. And if I'm attached to this reality, then who I am in my body, in my mind, and my emotions is going to be more beautiful and more whole. Let's pick two more. All right, which one you want? Which one you want? Oh, I saw you pick. I think you picked this one. All right. Well, no, maybe not that one because I can see it. You didn't want me to see that. All right, let's do this one. This is Going Beyond. True freedom is very close. It's just on the other side of your walls. So one of the things he talks about is the fact that we build up these walls when we are judging, when we are trying to categorize things with our minds. And there's true freedom in going beyond these categories that our minds put onto people, onto experiences, onto what is right, what is wrong, what is good, and what is bad. There's freedom in going beyond that. And true freedom is closer than you may think. And all it takes is us recognizing that the mind needs to do this. The mind needs to have right and wrong. Our minds need to have good or bad because that helps us to have peace and sanity, I guess. Our ego and our mind needs to have control, and freedom comes from surrender and letting go of that control and saying, okay, God, I don't really know what to make of this situation or these things that are going on in my life, but I'm just going to surrender and trust anyway. And this is what he's getting at. Let's pick one more. This is pretty fun. Thank y'all for joining me here. Maybe I've never been good at shuffling, so I already messed it up. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Okay. Which one? Ooh, did you say this one? I think you said this one. And you can see it before I see it. So this is called Experiencing Energy. And it says, spiritual energy is what you're experiencing when you're enthused by something and all this high energy comes up inside of you. So I think it's been really helpful for me to think of the spirit in my life as energy. And I think it's always just a metaphor, of course, and metaphors are always limited. But that makes a lot of sense to me. As I'm energized, I think that's the spirit moving within me. And for me to feel the spirit more in my life or to feel more energy, I have to do things in my life that gives me energy. And sleeping, taking care of myself, and being around people that lift me up, those are ways that raise my spiritual energy. And when I have those things raised, life is more fun. Life is more exciting. We can all experience spiritual energy. And it just takes us to recognize maybe what that is and how to cultivate that and how to let go of our ego so that the walls can go down and we can just surrender to life. And that's how you live. You surrender, you open your heart and your mind to what is, and God can do amazing things. I heard you. You said you want one more. I heard you. One more. Let's do one more card. All right, one more. Which one did you say? Oh, on the end? Okay. This is going beyond. What if consciousness were to remove its focus from your personal set of thoughts, your personal set of emotions, and your limited sensory input? Would you become untethered from the bounds of the personal self and be set free to explore beyond? You definitely have to be at a spiritual place and a spiritual level to even understand what he's talking about. I mean, you have to understand consciousness and the importance of consciousness. You have to understand how limited what we experience in this life is. Like I may see a person and I just see that person. I don't understand that person. I don't know what that person goes through. I don't know what that person does when I'm not seeing that person. So, I mean, there's so many levels. And that's the thing about wisdom. There's levels to wisdom, and you have to be at a surrendered place and a good place to receive wisdom. He's talking about the ego. If you're able to remove your focus from your ego, could you be more free to explore what goes beyond you and what is beyond you? And we are living in a narcissistic society where what I want is more important than everything else. What I want is more important than how I treat people and how I treat the earth and how I treat even myself. Tame your ego so that you can be a servant. Because lately I've been wrestling with the idea of not letting go of my ego, but just keeping it in check and taming it, because my ego is a gift. I have my ego to let me know, okay, there's some things in my life that I need to address. I'm resisting whatever this is in my life, and instead of resisting, I need to let go and surrender. And my ego is an indicator of what I'm not surrendering to. So your ego is a gift. Well, I think that's all I have for today. Let me know if you want me to do another one of these videos, and maybe we won't pick the same cards. If we do, it's okay. You know, we can talk about the same idea again, because this is how we reverse the brainwashing. Because we've been brainwashed. We are being brainwashed, and people do not want us to be free. But I want you to be free, and I want to be free. So let's keep doing this. Keep going, keep moving forward, keep living, keep growing.